Lesson number 101 is about factorable denominators. And the title of this lesson is going to help us see what we need to do. In this problem, we have to add. We're given these two fractions. We're going to have to factor the denominator as much as we can. We can factor this denominator, x squared minus x minus 12, take that trinomial into two binomials. Let's rewrite. We're going to get 6x over, we're going to factor x squared minus x minus 12. We know x times x is x squared, using that FOIL method. What two numbers multiply to get to negative 12 and add to get to negative 1? Well, it must be negative 4 and positive 3, because negative 4 times 3 is negative 12, and negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. Now we have minus p over x minus 4. Let's put a parenthesis around the x minus 4, a set of parentheses, because that helps us to see that our denominators are not the same. We're adding a negative, so in order to do this, let's go ahead and we're going to multiply both our numerator and denominator of our second term by x plus 3. So we have the same denominator all the way through. We're going to multiply times x plus 3. Now when we simplify to find our answer, well, our denominator stays the same. We're going to get x minus 4 times x plus 3. There's no need to expand that out. This is simple. We're going to get 6x minus p times x plus 3. And here we've got our final answer. If you choose to use a distributive property here, that's fine. You get 6x minus px, and then you'd get, well, you'd have the negative p and the positive 3. So you'd have negative 3p. And you can do the problem that way if you like, or you can just leave your answer like this. This would be fully simplified. You get full credit for this answer. Let's look at one more. Here, we have to add, and again, we're adding a negative. So we've got 4x plus 2 as our first numerator, and then we've got x squared plus x minus 6. So let's factor that. When we factor that, we're going to get x times x to give us x squared. And what two numbers together multiply to get to negative 6 and add to get to positive 1? Well, it must be positive 3 and negative 2, because 3 times negative 2 is negative 6, and 3 minus 2 is 1. Minus 4 over, and this one, we can factor this as well. Both of these terms have an x, so let's factor out an x. We're going to get x times x plus 3. Now, all we need to do is find our common denominator, rewrite our fractions, and simplify. So if we do that, well, we've got x plus 3 and x plus 3. We've got an x here, so we need to multiply our left-hand term by x. So let's multiply the 4x plus 2 times an x. Then we've got x minus 2, so we need to multiply the right-hand term by x minus 2. And we've got x minus 2 here. We can then simplify our answer. We're going to get, well, x times 4x is going to give us 4x squared plus 2x. That's our first part of our numerator in our answer. Then we have minus, well, we have minus 4x, and then we have a minus 4 and a negative 2 with the distributive property. That's going to give us plus 8. Now we rewrite our denominator, x times x plus 3 times x minus 2. We've got one step to simplify this numerator. Let's add our like terms here. And we're going to get 4x squared minus 2x plus 8 all over x times x plus 3 times x minus 2. And we're all done. We've got our final answer. This one was nice to expand out so we can see exactly what our numerator will equal. Let's erase that equal sign here because it is possible to confuse that with a negative. And we'll rewrite it. A lesson practice will be on page 428. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.